Well, the girls are going to be back in town at Churchill Downs. That's right, on Memorial Day weekend. Hello, my classy folks. It is Friday. It is TGIF. It is a long weekend. We're 2 weeks out from the Belmont Stakes, for sure, right? But we're going to be taking a look at some of the stake races on this Memorial Day weekend. I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Memorial Day and have some fun. Do some barbecuing like that. Hey, speaking of the Belmont Stakes, Saturday, the 7th of June, and then the 6th of June, the day before that Friday, is the Oaklawn Stakes. Beautiful stake races that day. There are 6 graded races on the card on Friday. Tip sheets for both days will be available. Please get your orders in, right, in advance. I got a lot of races to handicap as we lead up to it, right? I got a surprise in the Belmont Stakes, for sure. Hey, they're $20 each day. Acorn Friday and Saturday is Belmont Stakes Day. If you buy both, you know the drill. You save $5, $35. Email us at speedking24@yahoo.com and or text the office 732-804-0637. Please get your orders in and your payments, right? Speed King got a lot of work in the next 2 weeks to do. Well, that being said, Memorial Day weekend, a lot of stake races going on out there. None bigger than the girls, right? The 4-year-old fillies and mares are going to be doing their thing in the Winning Colors Grade 3 stake race at Churchill Downs on Monday, right? That's a nice stake race for sure. And it's for $250,000, a full field of 9. We're going to dial into that, right? I'm going to be a little cute in this race. I'm telling you right now. So let's get some work out of the way. Well, the first thing about this race, hey, by the way, I'm wearing my Ruffian shirt. Now, y'all know I love Rachel, but there's Ruffian who's the top of them all. And then there's everybody else, right? Place it on Ruffian. Well, in the Winning Colors, trained by D. Wayne Lucas, right? Nice filly she was. Hey, listen. In the Winning Colors stake race on Monday, Bob Baffert has the number 7 horse, Hope Road, right? Now, Hope Road, to me, on paper, they don't run the race on paper. Going in, has these dead to rights. She just looks faster than them. Hope Road by Quality Road, Blaine, the one that beat Zenyatta, is the grandsire. Hey, it's Bob Baffert. Flo is in the orange, right? And this one is very, very fast, right? 4 wins from 10 starts, 4 seconds. This year, as a 4-year-old, 2 starts, 2 seconds. So this one is sitting on a big race. She just looks, from a pace standpoint and from the split and speed figure, look like she's just faster than all of these. And they're going to have to improve the rest of the 8 to beat this horse. Now, the number 7 Hope Road is 7-5 on the morning line, so you're not going to get rich here. But I wanted to put that out. She's not my top pick, okay? Because I don't like 7-5, okay? One day you may love a horse, the next race you may not. That's how racing is, okay? You don't ever get married to any one horse. But I wanted to put that out there, that the number 7 horse in the Winning Colors looks like, clearly to me, on paper. Thank God they don't run it on paper. They don't read, they just run. Looks like this is clearly the horse to beat. This horse been in against grade 3 horses, has beaten grade 3 horses not once, twice, right, in a row. And been in against grade 1 horses, ran 4th, been in the Santa Monica grade 2, ran 2nd, been in a grade 1 Derby City Distaff, ran 2nd. Yeah, this is like a class relief for the number 7. So I just want to put that out there, that the number 7 at 7-5 is clearly the horse to beat. The other horse that's in this race is way outside, the number 9, trained by Paul Bauer. I like Paul Bauer. Well, Paul Bauer has 2 Sharp, and she is just that. Well, the number 9 horse is 8-5, right? 2 Sharp by one of my favorite sires, Twirl and Candy, on the back end by the late, great Distorted Humor. So the number 9 is a nice filly. She's a 4-year-old. She started as a 4-year-old, and well, she started out as a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old. She's making her 4-year-old debut. 3 wins from 5 starts, 2 seconds. 2 sharp is very sharp. Now, she's making her 4-year-old debut off of a 5-month layoff. She's probably a lot better at 4 than she is at 3. So we kind of anticipate that her current numbers are probably bigger than what they say at 3 years old. 2 Sharp is a nice horse. Phil Bauer is a nice trainer. And you got the Derby winning Junior Alvarado in the arms, right? This one is by Twirling Candy. Do I need to say anything else? One of my favorite sires, right? And Distorted Humor, grandsire, the great Distorted Humor, the number 9 horse is awfully good, right? So there it is. The number 7, Bob Baffert's horse, the old let me see the horse's name here. The number 7, Hope Road, 7-5. The number 9, 2 Sharp, Phil Bauer, 8-5. So the 2 favorites are going to take some kind of beating in this race. I'm not picking either one of them because not that I don't like them. I don't like the price, and I can't make no money. If it comes 7.997, you're going to make $1.60 in the exacta. So I'm always looking for value where the horse's odds are longer than his or her chances on winning. But I wanted to get that out quickly. That the 7 is clearly looks like the best horse, and the 9 looks like she's clearly better than the other 7 in the race. Okay? So 7.997, 7-5, and 8-5 respectively deserves all of that attention because them gals can run. But my top pick is going to be a long shot. No, he didn't on Memorial Day weekend. Here he goes with those value horses. Well, I got to make money, y'all. I got to make some shackles. I'm going to the number 3 horse, Benedetta. But no, he coming here with a 20-1. Yeah, the number 3 horse, Benedetta, right? Oh, he's probably being a homer. I am not. Hey, well, I kind of am. Because Benedetta, the number 3 horse installed at 20-1, is trained by my guy, Steve Asmussen. Yeah, that's right. He trained 50 Stars and Matoli and Jackie Warrior and, Epicenter, and I could just keep naming them. But my guy is training Benedetta, who's by City of Light, that City of Light, who won the Breeders' Cup Mile, Dirt Mile, that's right, on the back end by Grand Slam, right? This filly, Lifetime, has 5 wins from 12 starts, 2 seconds and 2/3. So this horse has hit the board 10 times out of 12. Now, here's the issue with Keith Asmussen. She has not run back to her 3-year-old form. She just has not. She's got 4 races this year as a 4-year-old. And she's won her first one in an overnight stake race, the American Beauty, and then the Carousel she ran second, and in the Montron Stakes over at Oaklawn she ran third. But her last race, in against Bob Baffert's horse, that old road horse, in against that horse, right? The horse ended up running Hope Road against Hope Road. Benedetta ran 8th in the Derby City Distaff. Now, it was a sloppy racetrack. I put a line right through that race. I'm looking for the race that she ran as a 2-year-old, as a 3-year-old, on November 25th, 2024, which was the Mahoning Valley race, over at Mahoning Valley Race Course, and it was the Cheryl White Memorial Stake. Okay? That was her last 3-year-old race, which was beautiful, and all the races before that. When this horse came out as a 4-year-old, I did not, even though she placed 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in her first 3 starts as a 4-year-old, her speed figures didn't match the one down there at 2. And her last race was just disastrous. So I feel that she's got to be better than she's displaying. She was at 2, ran in the Del Mar Debutante and ran 9th. She ran in the Sorrento Stakes back there at Del Mar and ran 2nd. I have to believe this horse is better than her last race, and particularly as a 4-year-old, I expect her races to be better than her races at 3. She has not gotten back to her top race at 3 years old, which was on November 25th last year, the Cheryl White Memorial. So she's coming in on an off race, which I always like to take filly on an off race. Her price is huge. I know the likely winners in this race. The number 7, that's right, the old road horse, right? And Hope Road, Bob Baffert's horse at 7-5, and the number 9, Too Sharp, Phil Bauer's horse. We know the 2 likely winners. Why can't I take a 20-1 and run them up and down in the tries and exactas, hoping that the number 3 horse, Benedetta, can hit the board and maybe upset this field with some buried races? So my top pick in a race that looks like a walkover for the 7 and the 9 and the 9 and the 7, I'm going to use the number 3 horse as a key to play around, of course, with the 7 and 9, obviously. Okay? But at 20-1, I don't think that she's that bad. And I think in this field of 9, she can get back, if not to her winning ways, at least to hit the board and round out a nice trifactor or exacta. So my top pick is our long shot play. Number 3, Benedetta, trained by my guy, Mr. Asmussen himself. All right? Fair enough? And we got the services of his son, Keith Asmussen. Our second pick, well, it don't just stop there for your Speed King. How about the number 1 horse, Brightwork? Now, here's a horse where her odds are clearly longer than her chances on winning this race. Brightwork is installed at 8-1. To me, she's just as good as Phil Bauer's horse, the number 9, Too Sharp. She's by outworked on the back end by Malibu Moon. She's won 5 races of 8. The number 1 horse. She's 8-1. The number and she ran 3rd once. Johnny V is in the odds. John Ortiz is doing the conditioning. And this one is coming off of an off race too in the Club of America Stakes at Keeneland on October 5th, making her 4-year-old debut. So how much better is this horse? Okay? So to me, the 2 values in this race is the number 3, Benedetta. I'm taking a reach there. But surely the number 1 at 8-1 is a beautiful value. That's going to be my second pick. So I got a 3-1, which is 20-1 and 8-1. Like it, for sure. Now, our third pick, and no disrespect to him, for sure, is going to be Bob Baffert's Hope Road. We've already had the discussion. Clearly the horse to beat. She's 7-5, the number 7 horse, on her way to even money or 4-5. Rightly so. She should be the favorite in here. That's our third pick. We're looking for value. And our fourth pick, of course, is Phil Bauer's horse, who's the other monster in this race, the number 9, Too Sharp. So we're going to try to hook up our long shots and beat them both. The 2 horses. The 7, that's right, the old road horse, right? And Hope Road, and the number 9, Too Sharp. So for us, Benedetta at 20-1. The number 3 is your Speed King's long shot, trying to hook them up with the favorites and stuff and make an exactor. Our second pick is our value play at 8-1, Brightwork. This one should not be 8-1. This filly is just as good as Phil Bauer's horse. Okay? Really, I should have them flipped. But the number 1 is a very, very good play in here, for sure. I don't like the fact she's breaking from the rail, but she has Johnny V, the Hall of Famer. So for us, 3, 1, 7, 9, just like that. I would suggest you box it up, because the 7 and 9, the 9 and 7 means plenty of business in here. But don't count out my value, please. So for us, 3, 1, 7, 9, go ahead and box it up in the winning colors. Let's have a bunch of fun this weekend. take a little bit of money and try to make a lot. I need value. 7 to 5 and 8 to 5 don't register in my bank account very good. Stay classy, y'all. Speed King is on the long shot. Benedetta, the number 3 horse, and the number 1 horse. Brightwork. That's a nice filly, making her 4-year-old debut. That's really more reasonable than my 20 to 1. But I don't put nothing by my 20 to 1. 3, 1, 7, 9. Just like that. You better find the box button, because the 7 and 9, 9 and 7 going to be tiptoeing out there. These gals can run. Having a bunch of fun, y'all. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm the Speed King. Of course. Get your tip sheet ordered in for Belmont Stakes.